Hello and welcome again to another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. Today we're going to talk about it because it's awesome. It is the solo EP by Saki, Germinans. Germinans? Germinans? Whatever it is. It's this one. Okay, so as we all know, Saki has parted ways with Nemophila. It's been talked about to no end. We're not even going to bother going into that. All we're going to talk about is this EP because this EP is so damn good and it needs to be talked about. Seriously, this thing is unlike anything else. It is incredible. Absolutely phenomenal playing, everything. But we're going to get to that in just a second. What we need to talk about though, when she did part ways with Nemophila, people are saying, oh, I wonder what she's going to do. Wonder if she'll join another band. Wonder if she'll get Mary's Blood back together. You know, whatever happens or whatever she does, it doesn't matter. It's going to be awesome. Like, seriously, it really is. I've been following Saki's guitar playing for a long time now, and she's always just been one of those guitarists that just has this unique style, and I've always loved her playing. Mary's Blood were awesome. We all know that. We all know Mary's Blood are amazing, right? I've not even gone into Mary's Blood on this channel, but we will get there. Trust me. We got so much to talk about on this channel. We will get there. But anyway, we're going to talk about Germinans, whatever. Saki, if you're watching this, can you tell me exactly what that word is and how to pronounce it? I'm sure you're not watching it, but if you were, it would be awesome because I'm sure I'm getting that wrong. She released this 3-track EP. Now, I've seen people online saying they weren't sure about this because it's going to be instrumental and they wanted to hear singing and something like that. I grew up on Steve Vai and Joe Satriani. I was really big into Surfing with the Alien. I think that album is amazing. And what's the Steve Vai one? The one that came out around the same time with him holding the guitar and it's got like the kind of flowers and stuff around it. You know the one I'm talking about. Anyway, I'll put a picture of it right here. I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But these two records, Surfing with the Alien and this record, were just amazing records. And I just remember listening to them and being blown away by how good the guitar playing on it was. Like, it really was. And then I saw Joe Satriani on the Flying in a Blue Dream tour. He came to Adelaide and played at the Theatre Theatre. And that was wild. That was really wild. That was a really, really cool show. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, I went to these shows. I mean, I was into guitars and stuff like that. I wasn't a guitarist at this time. I was a drummer at the time. But I like instrumentals that take you outside of what you're thinking, feeling, whatever. And Joe Satriani's music did that. Like, you could just sit there and relax. It was a soundtrack for skateboarding. It was a soundtrack for surfing. It was, a soundtrack for the summer. It just seemed to work. It really did. And his music was fantastic, and it still is. Joe Satriani is a very, very talented individual. So is Steve Vai. And the thing that I really liked the most about these guitar players was that they made the guitars sing. So it didn't matter that there was no vocals on these albums because the guitars sang. And that is what is important in talking about this EP. Saki has mastered that craft as well. These 3 songs, all phenomenal. She's learned how to make that guitar sing. So it doesn't matter that there's no vocals there because the guitar is singing to you in such a way that it blew my mind. It really did. Like, when she released the video for the Empress, which I was blown away by, but this video is incredible. Like, it's like watching a short movie. And I love the way that Saki walks into a different room, picks up a different guitar and does a solo. And I get the feeling it's like she's purveying different thoughts, different emotions, with each solo and with the color schemes. And, it felt like it was an emotional ride and we're there with her, and she's taking us through these emotions in this video of the Empress to show that, this is who she is. It felt like we were seeing different parts of her personality through song, if that makes any sense. And I was blown away. I loved it. I thought that video was incredible. And I'm sitting there going, man, if this EP is going to be as good as, like, the whole thing is going to be as good as this song, holy moly, this EP is going to be mind-blowing. So then it arrived and I put it in and I cranked it up. And I was immediately blown away by the first song. which is Germinans, whatever it is, right? However you pronounce that. That song takes off, absolutely rules. Like, such a good song. The playing on it is phenomenal. Like, the playing on this EP, not just from Saki. We all know that Saki's playing on this is incredible. Like, there's no doubt about that. There's not any slouch moments in this EP. But the backing band that she's used in on these songs are just mind-blowing. Like, she's managed to find people who match her level of playing, and that is incredible. Like, she's just got this amazing band, and I can only see big things are going to happen in the future for Saki. This is somebody who's taken control of her career completely and just said, you know what, I'm going to do this. It's a risk. You know, I mean, she was in quite a successful band. Nemophila were doing well. They've toured around. You know, they're putting out great records and still putting out great records. And I'm sure that whatever they put out next is going to be amazing. So she did take a risk, you know, parting ways with them. The thing that makes Germinans, the actual song, pretty cool and unique is the fact that the person who helped her on this song was Kensuke Akiyama, who was the guy that worked with Nemophila, arranging and helping, you know, giving them songs, whatever to play. He also helped out Saki on this track. And obviously they've got a really good working relationship because it's just perfect. Like, it really is. Now, not only that, but we need to talk about this drummer. This drummer is Senri Kawaguchi. Now, she is phenomenal. Like, she is so good. And it's just making me think, like, what is in the water in Japan? Because every musician I've been listening to has just come out and been incredible. Like, just, they give it, you know, 200% at all times. Senri Kawaguchi's drumming is something to be admired. It is just so good. And I'm sure when you listen to this, if you've not heard it yet, you will agree how brilliant she is as a drummer. Like, it's just so phenomenal. Video for this is really cool too. Like, the video is fantastic. So then we move on to The Empress, which we've already talked about. The Empress is a great video. It's a great song. Love the guitar work in it. She wrote this song with Yuki Shibasaki, and it's the only one on the EP that she's co-written the music with, and it's just so good. Like, it's a great tune. As if you've already seen the video, you would know. If not, I suggest you check it out and enjoy it because it's such a great song. Like, oh my god. But the playing is all her. The playing is all Saki. It's great. It's like, it's just phenomenal playing from start to finish. So I'm assuming she's playing, what, the bass and other guitars and stuff on it. She's doing the lot, you know, on this one. But then we get to the last song, Brightness. Wow. What a tune. What a video. This song is anthemic. It has got a catchy riff. It is just, it breaks down in parts. It's just such a good, well put together song. She had Shan Minari on the drums in this, who put in a killer performance. The drums on this are just fantastic. Like, they really are. And they're just intense the whole way through. Like, it's a really, really well put together song. The arrangement in this is just perfect. And I really like the video. The video to this is unique, where Saki is dancing with playing guitar. Now, I know when I say that, it sounds kind of cheesy when you just hear it like that. But you watch the video and it's really cool. Like, it really is. She's got these two dancers with her and it's all choreographed so well. And I just love it. I love the way she's playing in this. Like, you know what? It flows so well. And from one riff to the next, you know, to quote the Wild Hearts, riff after riff, it is just killer. Like, it really is just killer. No pun intended with her guitar. But it is just a really, really cool song. Brightness is just amazing. And I love that riff. It's so damn catchy and it just hooks you in. It's an amazing video too. And you also get the making of that video on the Blu-ray there that comes with this, which is cool because, you know, you get to see behind the scenes footage of them doing this, and, you know, and it's just awesome. It really is. You get this really cool interview with Saki, who's, my Japanese isn't the best, which surprisingly, considering how many times I've been to Japan and I still don't know the language fluently. But, you know, she's talking about her equipment and the guitar and stuff. And yeah, it's cool. It's an interesting interview, and it goes for a whole, like, 15 minutes or something. So it's pretty cool. You get a lot of Saki with this release. Now, this EP is available now I buy stuff from CD Japan or HMV or, you know, Tower Records or whatever. Sometimes they come with bonuses and, you know, extra things like little mementos thrown in. And yeah, so jump on there if you're interested. Grab this EP, grab it with the Blu-ray because the Blu-ray is really cool. Otherwise, you can buy a version that's just a CD. It's a lot cheaper. It doesn't have a Blu-ray, but you know you can watch the videos online. They're on YouTube if you wish. But yeah, this is great. This is fantastic. This is a 10 out of 10 release, and I am really excited for what happens next for Saki. Whatever she gives to us, whether she gives us another album or EP or single or whatever. If it's an instrumental thing, great. I could really see big things happening for her, not only in the instrumental world, but if she was to do an album like what Slash did, you know how Slash did that record where he got all different singers in? I feel that Saki's so good and so well connected now that she could pull that off. She could easily contact a bunch of different singers and say, hey, will you sing on my record if I do all the guitar work? I mean, who's going to turn her down? Seriously, you'd have to be an idiot to turn Saki down for that opportunity, because to work with such an amazing musician, that's a blessing, my friends. But anyway, I would love to interview Saki. I really would love to interview Saki about this record. I have a million questions that I'd love to ask her. Maybe someday. Maybe someday I can interview Saki. I'm hoping that she'll be playing somewhere in the time that I'm in Japan in October. I would love to see her live. It would be great to see her play live, even if it's just her standing with a guitar playing her backing track. I don't care. It'd be awesome to see her live. Fantastic guitar player, fantastic release. Thumbs up all the way. Do yourself a favor. If you love instrumental jams, especially heavy rock instrumental stuff, this is going to blow your mind. Trust me on this one. I would never steer you wrong. Well, thank you so much for watching another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. Look after yourselves. Take care of each other. Go buy some records. Buy this CD if you want to. Trust me, man. Just do it. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.